So I filmed the video yesterday, but I felt like it wasn't being me, so I decided to scrap that video and make this one so you guys would enjoy. Hi guys, it's Aris and you're watching Underground Soundwaves. Today I have 12 CDs in front of me because these are my favorite pieces of album artwork. This is not based off the music inside these CDs, this is just based off of the album artwork that the CDs have on their covers. I really enjoyed these. These are 12 of them, so I'm going to stop with the intro and get straight into it because it's a lot. So first up, we have Cherry Bombs. This is the End of Control. They're no longer a band. They had part of their lead singer guitarist. They reformed as Hey Violet, and this is who they were before Hey Violet. So if you're a Hey Violet fan, you could check out this to see what they were before. But I love this album artwork. It's post-apocalyptic. It's very intriguing and interesting to the eye. It's eye-catching. Best of all, folds out into an entire picture depicting this post-apocalyptic world. Next, I have Hollow Bodies by Bless the Fall. I love how they focused on the colors red and white. It looks like interesting, very eye-catching, and it also folds out to a full picture, well, half a picture, because on the other side it has the other side of the face. So I really enjoy looking at this album. I loved when New Year's Day had Ashley's face on the cover. Even though you couldn't tell it was Ashley's face, you could still tell. And in this one, we just have part of her face with a mask because this is their Epidemic EP, which I love. I loved when they did that because I felt like this encapsulated what they wanted to portray in this album, or this EP, excuse me, and I thought that this was how it would look. To no one's surprise, I have a Motionless in White CD. I just have their Creatures album. Even though Creatures is not my favorite Motionless White album, I love the album artwork that goes along with it. It's cartoonish and fun. Because this album was fun, it had a lot of reference to things like movies and stuff like that. I thought that this album would look just fun. I love the moon in the background and all of the zombie hands and the crows are their ribbons. And yeah, I love when they have artwork actually on albums. So next I have Imagine Dragons Smoke and Mirrors. This one I love a lot. This art is very beautiful. It looks like something you would see in a museum, not on an album, but that's okay because I like having this. And they also have pieces of artwork that are similar to the cover throughout this album, which is super awesome. Probably my favorite Imagine Dragon album music wise, and the creativity in that went along with this album. Next I have Amaryllis by Shinedown. So I love their subtle pieces that I just realized that went along with this album. One of those being that this circle is the outline of the circle is made up by different hands connecting with one another, which is super cool because it does connect people. They have anchors. It's just really interesting, and I've never seen an album cover like this. Of course, I have Blurry Face by 21 Pilots on this list. I love this album artwork, even though I don't have the cover that is made out of the cardboard material and it has different pieces. I still love this nonetheless. I love the colors that go along with this album. I love how it's very simplistic and that the patterns in the circle don't take away from the just pure black background. I love the touches of red because if you know, this red plays a big role in this album. So I really love this 21 Pilots album artwork, and along with that, on a bonus side, it is very good. Sometimes just looking at artwork like this, two good albums. Next I have Masks by I Said to Kill. Once again, I don't really talk about them that much on this channel, but I need to start talking about them much more. This is my favorite I Said to Kill album as well, and I love the album artwork. It has a really cool contrasting slipcover. I love the mask though in this album. This is very cracked and dark, and it really fits the aesthetic of the album they were trying to portray, because this is about wearing a mask and being not who you really are, and their struggle with that because of record labels and people trying to take advantage of them. And once again, love the contrasting slipcover. And you guys should check it out because it's super good. They're heavy though, so if you don't like heavier bands, wouldn't recommend you checking them out. But if you're into like metalcore and metal, definitely check them out. There are some awesome ladies in this band. On a side note, I'm super sad in this lap. Next, I have Bring Me the Horizons. That's a Spirit. Looks super plain because it's just plain black with the small letters that says That's the Spirit. This is like a perfect example of what's on the surface isn't what's on the inside. Because a bird just is trying to run into my window. Oh my god. So as you can tell, this looks very plain and boring on the outside, but on the inside there is this wonderful watercolor painting which really drew me to this album. It's also a great album. The CD has the same pattern, along with the booklet, and I just like it for that hidden gem that it is super colorful on the inside, which is what you wouldn't expect. This is Black Skies on this night. You may not have heard of this band before because they are local to my area. They're unsigned. I'm super surprised they're unsigned because they're also super good. I just love the artwork that goes along with this album. Some of my favorite actually. I just love the trees, how they have the faces. It looks like the scary forest and all of the fairy tales, which is super a nice touch to it. On the inside you get a perfect this awesome drawing of Lana, who is the lead singer in this dark forest. And yeah, so you guys should definitely check out this album because they do need support too. They're local, like I said before. Next I have Asking Alexandria's The Black. I love creepy photos like this. They're dark and mysterious and you really don't know what's going on. I'm captivated by photos like this. They are really eye-catching to me, along with this being Asking Alexandria's comeback album, which is super awesome. Super happy to have Dennis now. He's such a good vocalist. I did talk about him in my favorite male vocalist video. If you want to check that out, you can go click on the profile and it will not be too far below this video. Super good album, super awesome artwork, very captivating. They're wearing skull masks. This guy reminds me of a plague doctor, even though he's probably supposed to be the Grim Reaper. But I thought, whenever I see this album, I think of a plague doctor from the days when they had the Black Plague, and this little girl just wearing a simple skull mask. Here's the back, which is super cool too. Milo Xyloto. I said it right this time. And I love this album as well. It's a Coldplay. It's by Coldplay. I love color in albums, even though I'm not a very colorful person myself. But it doesn't look that colorful right now, but just look at this. It's so pretty. I take out this booklet. It has like a cutout where you just see all this color, which is super awesome. I've always been drawn to this album's album artwork. I don't listen to Coldplay a lot, but since this album is super colorful, I love having it in my collection. It's very eye-catching and bright. So that has been my favorite album covers list. I will list all these albums down below so you can check them out for yourselves. I would totally recommend checking out all these albums. Sorry I wasn't able to make a video last week. My video wouldn't render. It was about Brian Stars, so I might post it later this week because I really wanted to be out. So yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what I said, be sure to hit that like button down below, and be sure to subscribe. It's up here. Hit that subscribe button up there. Yeah. I post videos every Monday, and be sure to follow Soundwaves to be underground today. Oh yeah. Bye guys. Have a nice day.